started the day by taking the Bullet to a car show, and there was a nice 99 Cobra there. This one's been repainted a pearl blue color. I've had it in some of my other videos. And two of my other friends were there with their Mach 1 Mustangs. This is my friend's black '04 Mach 1. I do have a story on the channel about the car. And his brother's Dark Shadow Gray '04 Mach 1. Both beautiful cars, and the Bullet next to it. So I thought I probably should have brought the yellow Mach 1 because I was going to drive it around today. But it was still fun. So I took the yellow Mach 1 with my family. We went, drove around a little bit, ran some errands for my mother-in-law, went out to dinner at a nice place that my grandma had actually given us a gift card to for a while ago. Used that. So it was fun to take the Mach 1 out to dinner. Then we went to the store and I parked next to this '03, '04 premium Mustang GT that was red fire. I hadn't seen this car around town. It was weird because it was just sitting there idling, and I noticed there were people sitting inside, and it just sat there, and the air conditioning was on too. But that's funny because it was so cold outside. But I heard the AC compressor kicking on and off, and it was just sitting there idling. But I had the premium wheels, and I glanced at the wheels for a second because I had those same ones on my silver GT, but the pony center caps in the middle were different than the ones in the Bullet wheels. And so I was always curious about that because the wheels I had didn't come with the center caps. Somebody had pried them out of the wheels at the pick and pull before I had a chance to get to them. But so I was always curious about that, so I looked at that, but I tried not to look too closely because there were people there. When we came out of the store, they were gone. So pretty cool though. Then we went to meet my mother-in-law at a little parking lot. We had run some errands for her, so we were just here waiting, and I thought I might as well get out and record how beautiful this Mach 1 looks. I was so excited to see it. I love the zinc yellow. I think it's a fantastic color, and it looked really fun and bright, and the evening shadows were perfect on it. So just wanted to get a little bit of footage of the car. It looked good at every angle, looking really good with a dark window tint and everything. So we waited for her to show up, and it was getting a little cold outside, but it wasn't too bad. And then we decided that we were going to go to a couple places after she met up with us. So these are just some pictures of the Mach 1 and some videos while we waited for her to show up. And so I sat down on a bench and waited for my wife and her to finish talking, and just enjoyed the nice evening looking at the car. There was a 95 GT that drove by too. I tried to get some footage of it, but it was too far off by the time I did. Anyway, we went to a nice little place, and this is downtown, and they have a carousel and some lights set up. We were there to go walk through the lighting, and then there was this nice carousel. So we hung out there in that nice part of town, kind of a historic part of town, and played in the leaves and shook the leaves off the trees a little bit and walked through all the lighting, and that was really nice. And I kept looking over at the Mach 1, being protective of it to see if anyone was going to park next to it. Luckily nobody parked next to it or anything. Just kind of a fun time of year, fun to be driving around. Mach 1 doing great, works really nice, the heater and everything. So I've been enjoying that. So then on the drive home, we went by this light up Christmas tree that the power company has here in town, and it plays music on the radio that matches the tree, whatever it's doing. So it's kind of fun to watch. That was pretty funny since it's right next to a drive-through and someone was ordering and you could hear him on there. So I thought that was funny. I put that on my Instagram. But anyway, we sat here and I recorded a few times of that tree lighting up, but then it would play ads, and it actually played what the ads were down the side of the tree. It's kind of interesting. So just kind of fun to be there and check it out. And every time I tried to record, it seemed like it did something weird. But it would play like the Grinch, and it had like pictures of the Grinch on the other side. That's what it's doing right now. It's hard to tell. So we were kind of on the wrong side. You could see the cars across the street would park there, and they watch it from that side. And so even though the whole thing lights up and it does spin around so you can see a little bit of it, it's more of a show when you go park on the other side. So that was just something fun we did on the way home. So then the next day I drove the Mach 1 to work, and I really like this parking spot where I have a little extra room. People might not like the way I park or complain about it, but it keeps the car from getting door dings. Then I got the car home and parked it next to the zinc yellow GT. I haven't really had these two cars together, so I thought that was fun to get some footage of the cars together and compare. But the Mach 1 was still idling, and I didn't want to leave it in the driveway too long, so I didn't really get a good chance to compare the colors. I know the GT is not as nice as the Mach 1, but they did actually look like the colors matched pretty well, so fun to see. But anyway, that's the update for the zinc yellow GT. Having fun driving around once in a while. I'm definitely not driving it as much as I used to because of the silver GT that I have as the daily driver now. So I have to make excuses or special times to take it out, so I do get to drive it some more. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more Mustang content.